Hello Hatter fans, Jamie Bataille along with Stetson softball head coach Frank Griffin. Where at the time of this recording we are just one day away from the start of the 2012 softball season. And coach, this is your 16th year here as head coach at Stetson. How excited are you to get this one started?
We're ready to play. We've been practicing a lot, and it's time to play and actually see the live pitching and competition and continue to improve as a program this year.
Well, let's start off by talking about the pitching staff this year. You've got 3 pitchers on the roster. You've got a sophomore, Meredith Owen, who had experience last year, pitched well. You have a redshirt freshman, Taylor Cochran, who was with the team last year but redshirted the season, and a freshman, Courtney Brandt, coming in. Talk about your pitching staff.
I'll begin with Meredith because she's returning. Shown a lot of improvement over the past year. I think she's throwing about 5 miles an hour faster than she was last year. Her confidence is good, her control is good, her spins have improved, so we've got high expectations out of Meredith this season. And Taylor Cochran continues to improve. She's had little problems with her back and a couple of illnesses that's kind of slowed her down, but she's coming back. And of course there's Courtney that I think is going to develop into a really top-notch Division I pitcher. She's got all the tools, including the mental attitude. She's just mentally tough.
Well, let's talk about the offense a little bit, and it seems that year after year this program has really had a lot of success out of the leadoff spot in the order, and last year no different. Freshman Chrissy Morello steps in, does a great job. Talk about the performance of Chrissy last year.
Oh, Chrissy did an outstanding job. I think she led the conference with 28 stolen bases. Her batting average was exceptional. She can bunt, slap, even hit the long ball. And we have high expectations out of her this year. She's been working really hard. She's been working us coaches to death, throwing bat in practice. But she's just got a very competitive attitude, lots of speed, pretty swing, one of the prettiest swings that you'll see on a college player. And we have a lot of expectations for her this year.
And a lot of weapons behind her in the lineup as well. Talk about how you see the rest of the order.
Well, we've got a lot of speed. Chelsea Trotto, Demi Meza, freshman, Chelsea Wiley, Brittany Nip, just to name a few. We've got a little power. I've got 2 freshmen that I think are probably going to bat 3rd and 4th this season.
Talk about those 2 girls.
Courtney Brandt and Demi Meza. They both have a good swing, some pop on the ball, and it's good having them together because they kind of protect each other,
Well, talk about the one thing you think this team really needs to do to be successful throughout the year.
I think positive attitude is probably the most important thing. I think early on with our youth, we're going to take some lumps. And if we can keep a positive attitude and realize that, hey, we're going to get better every ball game, then I think we'll be just fine by the end of the season.
It is a long season, and it kind of builds into conference play midway through the year. And the Atlantic Sun has really become one of the great softball conferences in the country. Last 3 years, the conference has had a different champion, so a lot of parity in the league. Talk about your thoughts on the Atlantic Sun overall.
Very good league. I mean, typically we finish 12th or 13th in the nation conference-wise in the RPI ratings. As you mentioned, you just never know who's going to be hot from season to season. Last year it was Jacksonville, but it's a really good conference to play in because of stiff competition. And
next year a new team will join the league, Northern Kentucky. I'm sure you'll be looking forward to those trips to Cincinnati in March.
Well, it'll probably be one of our shorter trips because we'll be allowed to fly.
Excellent.
We're looking forward to that.
Before I let you go, congratulations, Patricia Wilson Field, once again, recently named the National Field of the Year. I think that's 4 times now in the last 5 years. And for the fans that don't know, it's more than just building a great facility. It takes a lot of upkeep and maintenance year to year. Talk about what goes into that.
Well, it takes a lot of work, a lot of planning. I'm very fortunate to have Steve Bernard come in and take over for George Marshall. He's our field technician. He does a superb job. He's very knowledgeable. He took care of the city park for 25 years, so he's been around and knows what's going on out there. And he takes a lot of pride in it, and we were really proud to win the award again.
Well, Coach, as we said, opening day is tomorrow, and for your fans, hopefully you can make it out to Patricia Wilson Field. Friday, Hatters will play at 4 o'clock and again at 6:30. 2 more games coming up on Saturday. If you can't make it out to the field, you can catch all the home games on GoHatters.com, the video stream as well as the live stats. So, Coach, thanks for joining me. Good luck this season.
Thank you, Jamie.